Hi, greetings, and more grace to everyone. Y'all, today is February the 20th, 2025, and this is day 11 of our 21-day prayer challenge. We have been challenged to pray for 21 days straight. Actually, I was challenged to pray, but I had been struggling. Can I just give you a brief rundown? I had been struggling with consistency in praying, because when God presented this challenge to me, he said, if you stay consistent for 21 days, by the time you finish that 21 days, you're going to have some testimonies. And the second part of that challenge, not only just to pray, was to pray for something, someone, something or someone else, or another matter that don't even concern you. And so that was a challenge, because I'm always, Father, it helped me. I can't get, I ain't getting it. It ain't working for me. And so that's the first thing I always holler out my mouth. And then when I'm prompted to pray for someone else, or when someone asks me, or if I see something, then that's when I'm moved to pray for something, someone, or another matter other than me. But this challenge was for 21 days. Get up out yourself, up out your feelings. It ain't about you, but it's about the world around you, your environment, your sphere of influence. That's what we pray for this 21-day challenge. And so that has literally been a challenge for me, not saying, Lord help. Me, I. And because we know that prayer is an open line of communication between you and the Father, but this challenge is, first of all, to see if you can be trusted. Can you be trusted to stand on the wall, make up the hedge, stand in the gap? And second of all, can you forsake yourself? And your needs, your wants, your desires, your me's, and your I's, and stand in the gap for somebody else. And so that had been presenting some challenges, ever so often during this 21-day prayer challenge. But the Lord also prompted me to bring it to the family here on the channel, my BCC crew, and to all other new subscribers. And to all, anybody that will be willing to take on this 21-day challenge. And so that would actually help not only to hold me accountable, to show up every day to pray for 21 days, but it will also encourage somebody else to know, listen, let's keep pushing. So we're accountability partners in this thing together. And for that, y'all, I am so grateful. So on this day 11, February 20th, day 11 of our 21-day prayer challenge, I've been encouraged to come on, and share with you some things, that we can lift up before the Father. Not trying to guide and give you, what to pray. But, I kind of heard an urging in my spirit, I'm running out of stuff to pray for, which, honey, it should never be nothing, you should ever not have nothing to pray for, baby. Just turn on your TV and you can make a whole list. But for some of us, I don't watch the news. Okay, calm down, because then I don't want you drifting back into selfishness. Can I just be real about it? When you I, me, us, we. Listen, you acting like God don't see your situation. He don't know you, baby. He telling you like Daniel had the angel come down and tell Daniel, listen, the first time you prayed, I heard you. So it ain't like you ain't never been to God about these things before. So in this prayer challenge, God also told me to let the people of God know who are participating. I'm not saying that you can't pray for yourself. If you just feel like you just got to get an me in. But the challenge is to make sure that your prayers are focused on something, someone else other than you, another matter other than something that concerns you. But when we go before God, and we go before God for ourselves, y'all, we are encouraged to just go with gratitude. You already went to the Father about some of this stuff you keep going to him about. So our challenge in this 21-day challenge, as it concerns us, is to go in thankfulness, go in gratefulness. Father, I thank you for what I prayed for and brought to you the other day. Father, I thank you for the manifestation. While you praying for something, someone else, another matter that don't concern you, when you include yourself, Father, I thank you for what you're doing for my children. Thank you for what you're doing for my marriage. You ain't asking, not in these 21 days, because you already asked, not like you did. But you thankful for what you have asked him for already. I'm in expectation now. We are in expectation mode, and we praying for somebody else. Did that make more sense? In this 21-day prayer challenge, we in expectation mode. Father, I'm looking forward in the next. You be that brave. Come on now, y'all playing with it. I declare that this is so. I speak that this will be. I thank you that this is what I need it to be. I thank you that my words are forming, what I need to see. And then you continue on with going before the Father for other things that don't concern you. But when we go, we're going in thankfulness and gratefulness for what we already asked him for. All right. So a couple of things I wanted to bring to you today is just some encouragement for you, some things to lift up before the Father, because you can, when you then got into a routine of prayer, and prayer, your lifestyle of prayer is actually a routine. Can I just be real with you? Super prayer warriors, but because you holler real loud, and because you can, you can got a good rhythm when you pray. Okay, listen, baby, in this day and time, in this season here, God looking for realness. God looking for consistency, and he looking for transparency, and he looking for somebody that's, willing not to put on the show. Okay, because that's what this prayer challenge is also showing us too, that we struggle. Sometimes it's a struggle to pray, especially when you see your TV, when you see life, when you see community situations. Sometimes then they go the enemy trying to form your words to speak something into the atmosphere that can also continue to be a hindrance. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's never ended. Change your language. That's another thing about this prayer challenge. It's a challenge to fix your mouth. Get your words together. Our words as believers form worlds. Let me tell you how. Because in the beginning, when God created the earth, he spoke. He wasn't out there with no clay. He wasn't out there with no paintbrush. He was speaking, and things were coming into existence. And then a little bit down further, when he created man, he created man in his image and in his likeness. Guess what? So that means our words form worlds. So that's what the enemy, he putting this stuff up in front of you so he can use your mouth to create what y'all trying to make me go there. I came on here to encourage somebody today. Let's continue to pray. But that's what the enemy do when you see this stuff, and you getting to seeing all the chaos and the calamity and the troubles and the trials, and the enemy is trying to use your mouth to form things that he can't form, because the enemy don't have the power to create. You do. So he's trying to get your mouth to create more that he can work with. Shut your mouth. First of all, stop saying stuff when you see the negative. Shut your mouth. And what you do is you use your mouth in that instance to reconfigure. Listen, y'all trying to make me go there. We got to get ready to go to work this morning. But listen, I want to encourage you today, just to give you a couple prayer points of some things that we can also lift up before the Father. Again, this is in no means telling you what to pray for, but I heard in my spirit this morning, Shondo heard, oh Lord, I'm running out stuff to pray for, which is absolutely not true. But just as a bit of encouragement for somebody who is indeed maybe probably dealing with that, and now you start back praying for yourself. Here goes a few things that that we can have in our arsenal, okay, that we can have in our weaponry, that we can use our the weapon of our words, to help the Father shift and change in our world today. Okay, so school shootings. Come on now, you'd have seen. If you ain't seen the TV, you'd have heard about it. Huh? It didn't cross your phone on your little news flashes. School shootings. Just because you ain't seen now recently, don't mean the enemy ain't. That's something that he already then got in his arsenal. So you think he gonna stop? Now I'm not speaking it, but I'm just saying what we as believers are doing. We working to counteract that thing. So we always need to mention the children, the teachers, the educators, these schools, send angels. Come on now you seeing how to structure your prayer concerning that, huh? Help them to be sober, vigilant, open up their eyes. Listen, like on Friday, Mother Mike said they don't just be hazel. They need to do some work around here. Open up your eyes. Lord, Father, open up their eyes so they can be able to see, be more sober, be more vigilant. Give them witty inventions, help them to be more creative as it involves protecting our children. Because your children go to these schools too. Grandchildren, huh? All right. So another a prayer point that we could incorporate into our prayer regimen for these 25 days is the water. Y'all, water contamination. Let me tell you something. And I promise I don't have no out against this particular city, but we went to this city for a church event, baby. And when we got up in the room, we had to stay in a hotel. Baby, the water was brown. I said brown. BROWN. And so we called the hotel bill. I said, well, wait a minute, what is the toilet had a brown tint to it, and the tub had a brown tint, and it wasn't the color of the enamel. Now you can literally see the brown ring from where the water's sitting up in there. When maybe the faucet leaking, so you see wait, baby, somebody need to clean this. And so they literally started explaining to us that the water is brown because the water that they use in that city come from a certain body of water that's brown. But it's been tested by the EPA and it's totally safe. How you gonna tell the water I came from when I left the house wasn't brown? And so I can't. And so we were saying, so we were gonna do about it. So we had to buy a case of water because we weren't used to seeing no brown water. Ask me how many more times we stayed in that city overnight. Okay then. So water contamination. I don't care what the EPA say. You don't know what the enemy trying to do. Huh? So and then and like I say, in this season, the spirit of chaos is in the air, and so the enemy is trying. He gonna try whatever he can to get in that spirit of chaos because of what's it's taking place in our world. So pray against water contamination, huh? Just because you just drink bottled water, you don't know, and your water running out your faucets is clear. You don't know what's going on up in there. Are you in them water treatment plants? Baby, in the news we seen people some years ago, the people couldn't even drink the water out the faucet. Water contamination. That's another something that the enemy will try. Okay, so another prayer point that we can add into our prayer regimen for this 21 days is the power grid. Baby, when I tell you the enemy, if he can get access to the power grid, guess how many people gonna be in the dark? Guess how many businesses gonna be in the dark? Guess how many corporations gonna be in the dark? If they get access to the power grid, guess what? Systems, the digital defense systems are down. They can come in and start doing more infiltrations. Huh? Let's pray against power grid attacks. Huh? Especially during these winter months, baby, when it's winter, spring, summer, and fall all in the same week. Baby, here on the Gulf Coast, we didn't experience all 3 seasons just this week. But in the past 2 weeks, last week it was summer. This week it's been spring and winter. Come on now. The power grid. And so families, that haven't experienced all this crazy weather, if the power grid is affected, guess what? It's going to affect heating and air. And it can also affect, like I just explained earlier, digital defense systems. With your firewalls, and then there you go getting another letter in the mail to my some our system been hacked. Can we offer you some identity protection? Okay, I'm just trying to give you things to add into your prayer regimen for this 21 days. And another thing is the transit system. Planes, trains, and automobiles. You ain't finna tell me you ain't heard about one something in the news or on the radio. Come across your little phone app in the news about some kind of transit accident. Huh? A transit situation. I just heard in New York the people talking about they getting ready to do away with they charging the folks for being in traffic. For being in traffic. Listen. And then you see all the planes and little situations going on with the airplanes and the transit system, buses and they are trains and come on, listen, some of y'all catch the bus. Some of y'all on the train. Some of y'all catch the ferry to where you need to go. Come on, there go some things you can add to your prayer regimen concerning the people of God. Huh? While you riding the ferry, while you on the bus, you can pray, send your angels. Listen, wait, make sure, bro, man, that steering wheel woke up, angel. Huh? Okay, they go use something to add into your prayer regimen. Huh? But you ain't got nothing to pray for. Let me give you another one. Corporations. Listen, you've been seeing on the news. That's another area of chaos that's being created so the enemy can have access into that realm of chaos to come in. That's an open door for the enemy to come in and with all his other foolery that he trying. Corporations, y'all, you already see folks losing their jobs left and right, because of, budget cuts and reconfigurations concern as it pertains to the government and government spending and budgets and deficits. So a lot of people losing their jobs. Y'all pray for these corporations. Pray for these businesses, these small businesses that could possibly be affected. Some people are contracted by government, have government contracts or small business, and there you go. You also deemed unnecessary. You done built your whole business around a government contract. Come on, that's something for us to pray for right there. Some people trying to figure out what they gonna do. Because they didn't receive letters or they being threatened with termination letters. Come on, pray for these corporations. Then in the corporations, you got the heads of corporations. You got all kind of, things going on within the corporations. Then you got things that trying to attack corporations. They're your power grid too. Huh? And then there you go with demonic attacks, robberies and come on now, they're gonna use something right there to add into your prayer arsenal. Let's keep going a little bit further, and then I got your region, your region, your city, your state, your government, your city, your state, your government, your street, your community, your neighbor, the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, schools in your region. You listen, you can even send angels to protect the sidewalk where the children walk to school at. Go send angels at the bus stop. In your community, in your whole neighborhood, your whole, whatever the name of your subdivision is. There you go. Just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on some things that literally need our attention that we can bring to the Father so he can intervene. Because we praying thinking that God just going to come down. Listen, that the Father going to come down off just grand chariot, of angels and just going to swoop down. Baby, it don't work like that. He don't operate in our realm. We do. And so what he does is through us. So that's why we got to get up off our high horses, get up out of our low places, and come and show up to the wall to pray. Come stand on the wall, stand in the gap, be the hedge. Make up that hedge. Because he's seeking for those that will do so. And why he got to seek for us? Because ain't nobody there. I'm praying every day. Are you effective? Don't make me go there. We got to get ready to go to work this morning. Are you talking about you on the wall there? Are you effective? Are you getting some things done, baby? Is anybody listening to you? Huh? Do you realize that you done prayed 1,000 times for something? Listen to me. We spoke about this this past Sunday in Sunday school. You've been praying for something for so long, and you all think you're gonna keep going back to God about it. Keep going back to God about it. But have you even acknowledged the fact that it could possibly be something that's holding that thing up in the atmosphere? Something that, because that answer to your prayer is so life changing. It's finna do some damage here on earth spiritually for the kingdom of heaven that is literally being held up in upper realms. But you sitting up acting like and worried about the fact that you ain't sainted yet. Have you inquired of the Lord and asked his angels? Yeah, I'm trying this. Y'all trying to make me go another route. Have you inquired of the Lord? And have you asked his angels? Send his angels to find out what's going on. Hey, send your angels. See, I'm going to have to come back and teach y'all about angels, because somebody said, what? I heard you. But that's all right. Listen, so these are a few things that we can pray for, adding to our prayer regimen for these 21 days. And listen, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, so I named 6 or 7 things. That go 7 days right there. Huh? A thing a day. But you can take and break that thing down, because some of in this little in my little spiel for each, concerning each one of them, I even pull some things out that you can So you ain't got nothing to pray for. The thing is, we got to get it done. We got to show up, be in the place and the space, be present and accounted for, so we can be able to get the job done. All right. So listen, stay encouraged. This is day 11 of our 21-day prayer challenge. Listen, I pray that your day is amazing. I pray that you are so encouraged and motivated to go to stay before the Father in this day, that every one of your steps be ordered by him. That you don't be swayed, or you don't be tossed to and fro by everything you see, every wind of doctrine, every word, every person that try to come, every spirit that try to come and aggravate you and try to get you off course or get you off focus. I come against it now. I put up that wall of protection around you so that you won't get off focus. You'll stay on point. You will stay on purpose, and you won't be distracted. You won't get out of alignment today. You gonna be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor is not in vain. So until we meet again, I love you all to life. Continue to be amazing. Change your life, shift an atmosphere. Why? Because you can. All right, y'all. Bye, y'all.